Television is showing a big meeting where Sudani is giving 4 million dinar grant to all displaced families that are currently in camps in Iraq. Frank, 4 million dinar for the displaced families is an insult at 1320, but it is a blessing at 1.32. I challenge any content creators out that's making videos about the dinar. 2. A debate. Bring your receipts. Bring your proof that I'm wrong and I'll bring my proof why I say I'm right. That's all you have to do. It's not that hard. Remember that I challenged people out there. I would give them $5,000 if they could. Have a debate with me and prove me wrong about anything that I'm saying. How many people showed up? 0. New pipeline project at an amount estimated at approximately 6.5 billion Iraqi dinars, $4.9 billion. Community comment, the mathematical mistake basically equals 1.32. This seems very coincidental to the deletion of the zeros. Referencing the exchange rate in billions rather than trillions is an easy mistake to make. It happens all the time and everyone thinks there's something to it. Wrong. Iraq is preparing to establish a project that will change the oil map. Will it affect energy producers? The way this article is written, the amount of 6.5 billion Iraqi dinars equivalent to $4.9 billion is an example of the 3 zeros being lifted. We are going from trillions to billions because they lifted the 3 zeros. We are now in position for the next step of the monetary reform. It is totally coming. Just because it hasn't happened yet, doesn't mean it's not happening. There is no negative news. There is nothing telling us it isn't moving forward anymore. The Iraqi citizens are being given their education, not our education. They are telling the Iraqi citizens what they need to hear at this moment in the monetary reform process. 6222024 Newshound Guru Militiaman Iraq says they're opening a copper recycling plant. We talked about phosphates, sulfur, liquid natural gas, and now we're talking about they're opening a recycling plant to do what? To help their infrastructure. Infrastructure is what's driving the development road project. They're going to need thousands of tons of copper rods annually. They're going to be able to produce that. They have so many raw materials. It's nothing but bullish for this country. How much longer are they going to hide the budget? Good question, because you see everything that's in the budget requires the new exchange rate. The HCL is coming out, which requires the new exchange rate. The ATMs have the lower notes, which require the new exchange rate. Sometimes my opinions I should keep to myself, and this is one. Just look at all the progress made just since December 2022 when Iraq announced they were finally entirely out of Chapter 7. And now the spigot is wide open. The final issues preventing the reinstatement are being dealt with one by one. It is June already and this month is proving to be a very significant month again. My contact in the CBI told me there is a very high probability that we would see the currency swap out in this month of June, and so we watch and wait. There is a lot of anticipation for this weekend. Bank redemption contacts say they are on call this weekend and have an hour notification time. They have 1 hour if called to go in. This was from 2 different contacts from 2 different states that said the same thing. This is very positive. Today, Saturday, the Ministry of Finance announced the start of distributing estimates of the state's current expenditures, revenues, and investment projects for the year 2024. A finance statement received by Al Rabah stated, the Budget Department calls on all ministries, governorates, and entities not affiliated with a ministry to send their authorized representatives tomorrow, Sunday, for the purpose of receiving estimates of current expenditures, revenues, and investment projects for the current year, approved by the House of Representatives, according to what was stated in Parliamentary Resolution No. 64, for the year 2024 and was held at its session numbered 27 on June 3 of the current year. The commander of the U.S. forces in Iraq, General Joel Foyle, confirmed in an interview with the American magazine Task and Purpose, which specializes in military affairs, that the U.S. forces still face many dangers in the Middle East region. The report, translated by the Maluma agency, quoted Foyle as saying, the 3 soldiers who fell in Tower 22 were part of a strategy to kill and wound Americans until the United States decided to withdraw its forces from the Middle East. He added, we never imagined that the resistance factions could launch an attack in another country, but we have seen it with our own eyes, noting that the Burj 22 area on the Iraqi-Jordanian-Syrian border was not targeted before the start of the war launched by Israel on the Gaza Strip.